Hi, it's Michelle Roby for Uncovered, and tonight we're at the Brighton Up Bar on Oxford Street for the Hand the MC and Mic Net, presented by Electric Elements Crew. So Electric Elements Crew supported so many great acts, including Tucker from Fundamentals, Spit Syndicate, Solo, even Joel Turner. And let's not forget that they absolutely topped the Triple J Unearthed Hip Hop charts for 3 consecutive weeks. But tonight, they're going to headline their own show. And they get to invite 5 unknown MCs up on the stage with them. There's also a solid lineup of artists like Dutch, Last Credit, Manu Moon, Elise Graham. So let me tell you, it will be a great night of blues, funk, and hip-hop. And with me now is Pro MC from Electric Elements Crew. How are you?
Good, pumped.
That's good. So you actually started Electric Elements Crew back in the 90s with Decibel.
Yep.
Since then you've added, I don't know, three extra members. Yep. So any plans to add anybody else? Or?
Hopefully not at the moment.
Okay.
Five minds is a lot to incorporate into shows and tracks and things like that, so I think it's a pretty solid number. We'll stick with that for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that you do a lot of work with the composer Jamie Watson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just curious, how come he's not a member of the group? Is it more of a partnership or?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Jamie's got a lot of his own endeavours that he undertakes, and we actually met him. Decibel and Jamie are good friends, so he came to us with a couple of beats one day and wanted to see what we thought of him. We loved him, so we pretty much said, whenever you've got something that you want to send our way, send it on over.
Yeah.
So we'll work with him whenever he wants to work with us.
Yeah, and actually one of my favourite songs of yours is the Sit and Listen, which you worked on. I really like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you've collaborated with a lot of other people. Mm-hmm. Do you have any dream people or dream collaborations for the future?
Do they have to be real ones? What about Biggie or something like that? You know.
Let's keep it to living people. So it's actually,
right.
They might be watching. So yeah.
Look, nobody in particular. I mean, I look up to a lot of artists, international and Australian artists.
Such
as? God, there's a lot to name. Australian hip hop artists, especially guys like the Hilltop Hoods. You know, they're quintessential Aussie hip hop. The Downside Boys, you know, Hunter and those guys. Yep. God, there's so many to name.
Right.
Lots of the Sydney Boys, the Horror Show crew, and Spit Syndicate, and those sort of guys. I love what they're doing and would love to do some work with them. Yeah. Internationally, the list is endless. Yeah, absolutely endless.
How about you guys travelling international? Because I know a couple of your group members are from overseas, New Zealand, Cook Islands. So do you have plans to tour outside Australia?
We do want to do it. We haven't got any plans set at the moment to do it. Mm-hmm. However, Roxy's a Kiwi, how we call him.
Mm-hmm. She's not ashamed of it.
No, she's not. No, she's very proud of it. Knox is he's a Cook Islander and spent a lot of his youth in New Zealand, so they would love to get over there, and we're more than happy to jump the ditch and get there. Blister, our guitarist, he's South African, so he's super keen to get over there. Yeah. So
you guys actually already are an international
we're a
super group.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah. All right, that's awesome. Okay, well, thanks for speaking with us.
Not a worry.
All the best for the future and your international success. And we'll speak with you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, I'm sitting here with Cass, one of the 5 unknown MCs at Hand That MC and Mic here at Brighton Up Bar on Oxford Street. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Congratulations on being selected as one of the 5 unknown MCs to share the stage with Electric Elements Crew.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, how did you get into hip-hop and when did you start rapping or being an MC?
Well, I started off in community radio where I met my friend Corey James Douglas, or Duggo, as he's known in the hip-hop world. And he hit me up because I had a studio and he wanted to start doing some rapping. So pretty much we got together and we started writing some tunes out, and after that it just kind of went from there, really. We just wrote, recorded some really bad stuff that no one will ever hear again. I've buried it at the centre of the earth. There's not a hard drive on the planet that has it. And we've progressively gotten better. Cass and Duggo is the t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Duggo's not here tonight, but so that's really how I got started, thanks to Duggo, really.
Awesome. So would you say your first passion is radio, since you're studying radio, or hip-hop?
I actually think the two go hand in hand. I started radio before I started hip-hop, but the thing is, radio and hip-hop are the same thing. As an MC, all you do is talk. But the thing is, you've got to have a voice for it, and you've got to have a voice that people like. And the radio is the same thing. All you do is talk, and you've got to have a voice that people can listen to. So I find radio helped me to find a way to put emotion behind my voice and get that sound that I really want to put across. Now, I want to get my point across to people, but doing it in more than just saying. It's like body language. You've got to have a way that your voice goes to make people understand. Exactly. So I find they go hand in hand. As for passionate, my passion is hip-hop, but my career is radio.
Okay. Hopefully you can merge the two.
Hopefully. But one of my lines from my upcoming mixtape is a good career at my back makes sure that I live well. So.
Awesome. Yeah. So what kind of preparation did you do to come tonight to share the stage with EEC or Electric Elements Group? Because you got some tough competition, right?
Well, there was some tough competition. I actually checked out a lot of the MCs that put their name up, and they were some pretty good MCs. A lot of them I would say are probably better than me. A lot better.
We'll see.
Well, we will see, exactly. I wrote the verse. I actually had an assignment to do at uni, so I actually used the verse to make a video clip for it. So that helped me practice it, because we just pretty much did shots of me doing the verse in like 40 different locations. Right. And I didn't really have to do a lot of preparation. I knew what I wanted the verse to sound like. And I just kind of went with it. I practiced it a few times, and yeah, that was really it. Just a lot of practice and just getting the hand gestures right, knowing when to put the hand gestures in, when to drop my voice. Right. Once again, relating back to the talking thing.
Yes, the voice is so important in radio and exactly. So what kind of a message do you want to use your voice as an MC to express?
A lot of the time I like to be deep and meaningful when I write something, but there's also times when you write something like the verse I wrote tonight, there's nothing deep and meaningful about it. It really is just when they tell you you've got a verse to show people what you can do, you don't want to write something deep and meaningful, because that takes a lot more to set up. You can't undersell it if you do that. So pretty much what I've written is just this verse that pretty much who I am is just Cass is this. It's over like an electric-y kind of beat, if that answers your question.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So where to from here?
From here, I've got a solo mixtape coming out, Cass Better Than a Hairstyle.
Awesome.
That'll be out in the next...
Better Than a Hairstyle.
Better Than a Hairstyle.
That sounds intriguing.
It is. Yeah. And there's a backstory behind it, but it's not really a backstory. I mean, hairstyles, it's a massive thing at the moment. You've got like Justin Bieber, his hair is everywhere.
Your hairstyle as well.
My hairstyle is curly.
Creative.
Yes, I think it's the wake up look, really.
Okay.
Wake up and gel. There's lots of different hairstyles. Straightened hair, braided hair, like braids is a big one. So yeah. So that's Cass Better Than a Hairstyle. That's where to next solo.
Yeah.
There is another Cass and Duggo mixtape coming out. We do have one out. It was pretty badly put together, bit of a rush job for a gig.
Oh, we'll be the judge of that.
Well,
it might be absolutely amazing. We don't know yet.
We actually do a copy of Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Okay.
We actually redid it to be Never Gonna Give Up Alcohol, which was a little bit risky at the time, but as we were underage.
It's all about the message.
It is. But, I do believe we always put after it, drink responsibly, which is on the label, so it's got to be good enough.
Cool. So where can we find out more information about you, like your mixtape with Dougie and everything like that? Well,
you can find my page on Facebook, Cass MC it's under. Or you can find Generation Rhyme Crew, that's the crew I'm in. And look, there's information, Generation Rhyme, there's a Cass and Duggo page and Cass MC.
Alright.
And you can find links and everything on there.
Cool, we'll check it out. Thank you very much, and all the best for tonight.
Thank you very much.
Speaking with Cass. Sitting here with K.Knox from Electric Elements Crew, hails from Cook Islandsville, New Zealand.
Yep.
And has joined the group recently, right? Just a year ago.
Yep, just a year ago. Just recently joined the group. Used to help the guys on the side, featuring in a few of their tracks and that. So yeah, everything's starting to come out pretty smooth. As you can see, we're headlining for our main show tonight. So see how things go from there.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to about tonight?
About tonight, just hoping we can rock this whole joint, get it going, get the people moving and feeling on me and Pro MC's different styles of how we rap and that. So it's going to be quite different with New Zealand background and Australian background combined together. It's going to be a good mixture.
Exactly. So I know you have been rapping for quite a while because you used to rap in New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
So what would you say are the major differences between hip-hop in New Zealand and hip-hop in Australia?
Oh, difference between our hip-hop with, talking about like New Zealand beats and everything, people reckon we're kind of like the American way, the styles, the way we dress and that, but that's just the way we express ourselves to hip-hop when it comes to New Zealand hip-hop. As for the Aussies, their one's totally different, so it's good they're original. They're keeping it real with their sort of styles and that, so I kind of trying to get used to it, so now that I'm with Pro MC and he's teaching me the ways, the ropes, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have a lot to bring to the group as well, because you do bring that different flavour.
Yeah.
It's already got a lot of different talents within the group, but you know, it's good that you can bring your New Zealandness and your Cook Island background, and it makes a great mix.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So-
I can tell, like, every time we finish doing shows in there, we have a lot of people, a lot of feedback coming on, and they like the mixture with the Aussie and Kiwi accent and that, so it's a good thing. So we must be doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you working on at the moment?
I'm working on like in the group or solo.
Well, yeah, are you doing any solo stuff?
Yeah,
or-
I've been working on some of my tracks and that. I'm working on a track which is called My City, My Hood, based on how I came from New Zealand to Australia and how I'm starting to make a name for myself here, and hopefully it starts to go off in that. So I'm doing on the side like little collaboration with some guys like from Mount Joy. Let me introduce SP The Family, Savage Poets, their stories. He's a good R&B singer, so look out for this guy. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so with your experience in hip-hop and rapping, what to you makes a good MC?
How you deliver your lyrics and how you move the people, and just hope you can pump and deliver it in a good way that you know people are listening.
Yeah, so look
Yeah.
out for K.Knox. You get to witness his delivery tonight at the Brighton Up Bar.
Yeah.
And where else can we find out more information about you?
Well, you can hit us up on Facebook, we're on Twitter, MySpace, and yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Well, all the best in your future
Thanks.
career in Australia, New Zealand, and beyond.
All right.
K.Knox.